What's going on, everyone? Oh, now YouTube fixes it. Okay. What's going on, everyone? It is Sunday, January 9th, 2021. So guys, actually the reason why I decided to start this game earlier is because we're gonna do 15-minute quarters for this game. Since we have time. And I think the one that I'll do on Sunday will do the same thing. I'll just start earlier. Or maybe I'll do it like at 9 or something. Yeah, I mean, it's our typical. Remember, we used to do the same thing before. Remember, we used to do like it's 2 hours essentially. It equates to 2 hours, which is kind of weird because somehow 5-minute quarters equates to an hour, but then like 15 minutes equates to 2 hours. So I'm not really sure like how that works. Yes, you love those streams, the 2 hour ones. I just don't feel like everyone. I don't feel like people have the attention span though to stay around for 2 hours. You know, that's why I kind of reduced it to one. Plus, it gives us the opportunity to get in more than one game if we wanted to. You know, you do. I mean, actually, that will probably help us if we get the more people we have watching. The longer streams, the better, because then that certainly helps us hour-wise, guys. So, I mean, we're actually at 2,987 hours, so we're 13 hours away right now from 3,000. So the more watch time, I can get from these things, the better it helps, the more it helps the channel so that we can get closer to 4,000 hours, which is where we need to be for, ad revenue, to get ad revenue back. Ugh. How you think I got these out? I know, dude. I know. Not everyone has the same advantage as you, right? All right, guys. So actually, I put in bets. So bet Ravens for Ravens, Titans for Titans. You know the drill. I hope Titans win this game on Sunday. Remember, this is obviously a Sunday game. This is the first Sunday game, the first Sunday wildcard game. So then I guess tomorrow morning we'll do Bears at Saints for 2 hours. See, I don't want to. I'm kind of. For me, it's problematic to do Browns and Steelers because there's no way to simulate that game to reality because of the fact that you will have someone standing in as a head coach for Kevin Stefanski. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to have players that are out and injured and all that stuff, but it's another for your head coach to be out. So, like, I kind of not thinking I'm going to sim that game. If I do, maybe I'll do something off stream, I guess, but I don't know. You get 100 hours within the next week. How's that? I'm not saying that. Look, I'm not saying that like during the week I'm going to do 2 hour streams. I can't really do 2 hour streams during the week. I mean, if I probably could, but then I would have to do like separate segments because I need to make sure that I like spend time. I need to make sure I spend time for myself right now still because I need the time, All right, let's get this game started actually. So, let me refresh this. Make sure we got the latest. All right, so they're saying partly cloudy. This is a 1 p.m. game. And again, we're going all out, guys. 15-minute quarters. You see it right here. Partly cloudy, 1 p.m. It's actually 1:05. Blah, 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 blah. And let's go. Let's go. Uh-oh, 5.5 hours. Well, maybe you can get 2 of them today. This thing, and even if this goes in overtime, I'm still not gonna be like, shit. That's right, yeah. Because when this is done, then I gotta shave, and then I gotta take a shower. I've got clothes in the washing machine, so I may have to I got clothes blankets in the washing machine, so I may have to step away. All right, here we go.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, this is Madden NFL 21.
You didn't shave and shower before this nasty? No, dude. Like, actually, I had intended on doing so, but I ended up getting distracted by doing something related to YCW. So would you rather have me do something new for YCW, or would you rather me shower and shave? Because I woke up. Hold on.
This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Hygiene is overrated, right? Why did YouTube always start you at 144p? I don't know. It's probably your settings. Or maybe your Wi-Fi initially is kind of slow or something. Because I think it sets your streaming quality based on your Wi-Fi connection. So if it seems slow, then, or you may have it. You may have the settings set that way too, possibly. I don't know if you can change that in the app or something. Yes, I'm doing 15-minute quarters.
Started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M.
Will that be a problem, sir?
But being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
Okay, so yeah, I was trying to let them talk. So basically, I had woke up this morning. The first thing I did actually was got all my blankets together and put them in the wash machine, and then I let Peyton out. Then I, brushed my teeth and all that stuff, when you wake up, and then I was like, yeah, I should shave and take a shower, but then I'm just like, well, oh, then I cleaned, that's right, so I cleaned up my kitchen, got some stuff thrown away, just trying to get my house straightened up, so that way when my mom, my brother, and I think Natasha's supposed to be coming over still, is my understanding. Oh, first down for the Tennessee Titans. There you go. All right, so they started off with a run, actually, with Derrick Henry. So that'll obviously be the key to this game, right, is how well Derrick Henry can do keeping Baltimore off the field. And then obviously on the flip side, the defense for the Titans. Again, I'm hoping Tennessee wins this game because I do not want Baltimore to win this game. Screw Baltimore. They can suck a duck. But, yeah, so I cleaned up my kitchen. I did some of that last night too, I think, before I went to bed. I can't remember. Like, I vacuumed around and I don't think I can. I don't think it makes sense. I can't simulate. You can't realistically simulate that game. The Browns game, because you can't simulate with Stefanski being out. It's a whole different. I think it's just a whole different scenario with head coach being out. It's kind of rough to make that happen. I can't just bench a head coach. There's no depth chart in Madden for head coach. Replace the head coach with the OC or the special teams coordinator or. Because it doesn't change your play call. Because, obviously, something's going to be different, right? It's going to be similar, but not exactly the same, right? It's not going to be the same thing as having Tannehill looking, throws, caught, another first down for Tennessee. Oh, my God. He almost, his forward progress would have helped anyway. So, yeah, so first down for the Titans. Tannehill had a lot of time to throw back there, though. So yeah, so then I had one thing I don't like about my wash machine, which I think it's intentional, but I don't like it, is that so the blankets that I have, they recommend that you put them in on delicate, but then delicate has a very short spin cycle, and the blankets are very moist when you go to take them out, and so I ended up putting them on an additional spin cycle. That was a weird kind of play. fake handoff to the wide receiver, and then you give it to Derrick Henry anyway. Not very unique call. Moist, yes. Well, I mean, they're still like soaking wet almost. So I'm like, you can't put them in the dryer like that. So then I put them on an extra spin cycle, like under the regular wash thing, and then that way, and then you start seeing immediately, like you see more liquid coming out. Like, and I'm just like, damn, dude, how is that even, like, why is that even a thing? It's a wet ass blanket, wab.
On 2nd and 12.
Girls like sleeping on my wet ass blanket.
That's Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds.
But yeah, so like I put it in for extra spin, and then it basically gets more of the water out that's soaked in the blankets. So I turned that on just before I came up here and started streaming, and yeah, so we'll have to see. Whitey, stop! Don't be mad, Whitey. Don't get upset. All right, another first down for Tennessee. You know, they got a long drive going on here. You wouldn't like sleeping on a wet blanket? Yeah, it would be kind of gross. I mean, it would be like if you slept on if you laid on a wet towel on the beach. Sort of. Tannehill back to throw. He's getting lots of time to throw. Oh, that was kind of a weird play. No gain. Wow, really? They gave him one?
Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get up.
But yeah, so yeah. So then I was like, so then I got done doing that, and I was like, well, you know, I could stream and do 15-minute quarters and then like shave and all that stuff afterwards, because it'll give me an hour. I mean, I'll have an hour to get ready. So Tannehill, oh wow, what the hell? Just throws it away. That was kind of weird. Kind of a weird way to throw it away, right?
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
So hopefully everyone's Saturday is going well so far. I mean, it's kind of early. I've been up since about 6:15. Oh, that's right. Then I spent time after the actually before I had actually caught, and no, he may have got the first, just barely. I think he was short. Oh, they put him on inches. Wow. Oh, that one's kind of rough to like not just go for it, but you kind of just take the points because then you go up by 3. But you've been up since 4 yesterday. Oh my God, dude. Why? Why?
And they're being very successful right now.
You should take a nap. Just nap for like 2 hours before the Bills game comes on. So when this stream's over, oh yeah, they're going for it. I mean, that's kind of what I thought. Henry gets it. Oh, first down and then some. There you go. You haven't been tired. Well, I don't know what to say, man. I'm just saying, you know, sleep's good for you. It's not your enemy. I promise. Put Whitey in. Yeah, where's Whitey at?
Sending you out there to kick it.
Well, he wants to make a big statement here on the opening drive, and a statement he's making now. They've got it 1st and goal after that conversion.
Put the 5th string QB in. He is. It's Ryan Tannehill.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against.
You know, it's just crazy when you think about it. I mean, I know we've had this discussion maybe briefly before that, like.
They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
No, the one before him. I mean, it is kind of interesting though to see that, like, how much. Whoa, Derrick Henry bouncing off of bodies. You know, it's kind of interesting to see how bad Tannehill was in Miami, but then how good he's been. You know, comparatively. How comparatively good he's been in Tennessee compared to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like. But I feel like I don't think they make him do, he doesn't have to do too much in Tennessee, right? Throws, caught, touchdown, Titans. So a very good drive, about 5-minute drive, 6-minute drive almost for Tennessee to start the game.
Personally for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting. great film watching and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send him.
But it is kind of, you know, it is just kind of interesting to see that, like, you know, the difference in his effectiveness, you know, and the fact that, you know, you really thought, you know, Marcus Mariota was going to be the guy to help Tennessee, but like even with his ability to run and all that kind of stuff, yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, how has Tannehill played better than Mariota? You know what I'm saying? Like, something just doesn't seem right there. I feel like, you know, Tannehill can run too, but like, what's the difference between those two where Tannehill's more effective than Mariota? You know, was Mariota really just not that good of a quarterback? Like, I felt like he had some success, but, you know, maybe they gave up on him too soon or something. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it is. All right, so Ravens get the ball now.
No effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Allow me a second here to gush, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
Oh my gosh.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All right, so Baltimore's going to start off with a run of their own for a few yards.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line.
He's a better passer than Mariota.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of
I guess that might be true, because I remember in that Browns game that they were all like so happy to win. Was it last season? You know, Mariota missed a lot of. I felt like he missed a lot of opportunities in that game. Like, he was overthrowing receivers and stuff like that. Now, granted, it was week 1, so I mean, you know, I don't know how he did better or worse after that, but I just felt like, you know, for week 1, you know, I guess you can expect some mistakes, but like I felt like he overthrew guys quite often. Oh, and he still breaks through for a first. Ugh. Come on, Tennessee, you got to get that stop, bro.
As they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Just 4 yards on
so first down for Baltimore with Dobbins with three consecutive runs. Look, he had 1 tackle, 2 tackles missed. You could have stopped him behind the line, but no. You just don't know how to tackle.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say?
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't understand how 5-minute quarters translate into 1 hour, but then somehow 15-minute quarters translates to 2 hours. It doesn't make any sense. It's just kind of like, I thought Madden had boasted one year like something about like, oh, now quarters, you know, you can play like a quicker game with 5-minute quarters or something, but like, you know, that was like a thing. Like, oh my God, wow, okay. Somehow he kind of, I don't know. I guess maybe that was somewhat natural.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
It seemed like he was going out for a pass in the flats, and then he just kind of pushed it upfield and dropped it in between the zone coverage there. Play action. Lamar looking, throws deep, and had it, but then dropped it. On the road again. Are you? Okay.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lamar back to pass, throws over the middle. Oh my gosh, really? What is his coverage?
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans.
I felt like they had someone on him, but it was probably a linebacker or something because
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves,
forgot your toothbrush.
What
The heck?
Want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to
Yeah, they had a
different people,
linebacker on this
but you
guy,
absolutely know
on the tight
they want to
end.
get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So no, there were a lot of guys listed as questionable, but like everyone has been practicing for both teams. So like literally the rosters did not change at all. I did not change anything on the depth chart for these teams because there was nothing to change. All right, so a 2-yard rush there. No, they gave him 3. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense,
I feel like that's been an issue in this game all year. Like even though like the yardage, even though it says like the yard, like it went from like the 31 to the 29, but then it says it's 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
What time's the party gonna end?
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll be brought
What do you
down
mean?
at about
Like
the
for
25.
me? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Like
what a luxury to have.
all I know is that
Spell your starter, but can come in and keep
they're
driving.
coming over, and then I honestly have no idea what's going on because originally they were talking about going to round 1. So I think that may be what's happening, but I'm not really sure. No, I didn't take Monday off. I was thinking about it, but then I'm just like, well, what am I really gonna do? Because then I was thinking like, oh, then I could like, I was like, you know what? Maybe I could do like a long stream on the weekend or something and take Monday off. But then I was like, oh my gosh, almost intercepted. But Tennessee forces a 4th down here for Baltimore. So this one they're likely not to go for. This will be a field goal attempt here. Yeah, so I decided against it. I was thinking maybe, you know, I mean, maybe because I know like kids, everyone's off school for MLK Day, but again, I guess that doesn't really matter. You know, it's just kind of like, I don't really know like why I would take a day off. I mean, I kind of want to reserve those days so that like when I really need a day off or something that I can just take it. Because that would be like my personal days. All right, so Baltimore gets a field goal to get some points, but Tennessee's defense was able to get a good stop. So yeah, I don't know. We might be going to round 1 to go play games, I guess, but I have no idea what's happening. But I think that's the plan. So we're all supposed to meet here, and then we'll all probably go there, and then, you know, I don't know if we're going to eat lunch or if they're bringing something over to eat. Like I honestly have no idea, which is good. I'd rather it be that way because I want to be surprised. You know, it's a birthday party or birthday something or another, and so like, because even my brother was asking me at B-Dubs, he's like, oh, what do you want to do for your birthday and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, dude, I'm like, you know, I mean, I'm like, you guys know what I like. You know, I'm like, obviously I wouldn't object to going to round 1. But, you know, he's like, well, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Do you want to meet at your house? I'm just like, dude, like, you guys figure it out. Like, it's not, your birth, it's not, you know, it's, I should be planning my own birthday party. You know, I'm like, that's just kind of weird. And Natasha's not going to do it because she's always told me, I mean, I remember back last year when we were talking about birthday stuff, she's like, yeah, I don't do like, she's like, we've never celebrated birthdays. So she's not used to anyone like doing anything nice for her. And so, you know, I'm going to be sure that I know what she wants to do for her birthday. We're going to celebrate it at the end of the month with her and the kids. They're going to come over like on the Friday night. What was it? It's 29th. So they're supposed to come over on the 29th. So it would be her and the kids. Not to say that we won't do something before then, but how do you not celebrate birthdays? Because I don't know, like some people just aren't used to it. You know, some people don't like it. Oh, that may be a face mask. Possibly there. Oh, no, illegal block in the back on the offense. Wow. That penalty seems to show up quite a bit in this game. I don't understand how you have so many illegal blocks on the back. Your mom also doesn't celebrate birthdays. She just wants to stay in her 20s forever. Oh my God, that's the thing. I mean, you want to celebrate. So here, the way I look at it is, look, you never know if you're gonna wake up the next day. So you know what? When you age, officially age by a year, another year. I mean, it's worth celebrating. The fact that you woke up that day.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get.
Because you're not promised anything in life. So at least enjoy the day for what it is. It's your day, and people should want to celebrate it, right? So I know, for Natal, he had it down low, but the pass was behind him, incomplete. Baltimore holds, stops that drive, so it looks like Tennessee, we're gonna see our first punt of the game here. But yeah, we'll see. I feel like I want to do something really nice for her for 30th, though. I mean, that's assuming that things are going well and everything's still good at that point, but no reason to think they won't be. But good special teams play there. But yeah, for her 30th, I'll definitely want to do something really nice for her. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I do want to do something really nice. Now, granted, she turns 29 on the 15th, so there is something I really is only 30. No, she's about to turn 29. So, yeah. I got myself a youngin. Cradle robber up in this mug. Practically. Although she kind of looks at it in a similar fashion. She's kind of like, hey, I got some guy who's gonna die before me. So hey, I might be getting some, some money, some inheritance if we get married and all that crap. Your mom turns 40? Well, see, I'm 40. I'll be 40 on the 11th. So I'm old enough to be your dad for shizzle. And she says she's 22. Well, that's how women are. I mean, and I don't understand that. I mean, I get it, to some extent, but women make a bigger deal out of that than men do. Age is all about how you feel in your mind. It's all about it's not. Your age is just a number. I mean, obviously that's the most cliche thing you can say. Age is just a number, and it all comes down to how you feel in your mind. If you want to feel 40, then you'll feel 40. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to feel like you're 10, then you'll feel like you're 10. I always think I'm a big kid. I like to do big kid things. I like to have fun. I like to play games and play video games and go outside and play football and catch and do stuff to be active and just have fun and be silly. That's just who I am. And it's you can get old. Oh, Jackson's running. Oh my God, block the 40, the 50. Oh my God, what the hell? He just ran for 60 yards, 52 yards. Oh my God. Wow. Wow.
Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, he is just a ticking time bomb when he has got the football in.
Are you allowed to say bomb?
Explodes, Charles, for a big one there.
Baker, your slow ass wouldn't catch me. I would catch you, dude. You're slow. You got too. That's the thing. You're too big. So I would catch you.
Necessarily make the play. His talent is so good, and his ability to shift and move on a dime. Oh, he is so impressive. Even when you play it right, he can make you wrong.
Oh my God. Oh, not that time. RPO fail.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
You're 5'10", 160. Well, I'm 5'9", 144. So I feel like, I don't know. Actually, it's been a while since I weighed myself. I actually probably need to get on the treadmill, to be honest, after the holidays, because I know I gained some weight for sure.
Second down,
oh my God, okay.
And he'll go down at the 28. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
You're 5'8", 103. No, you're not. You're not no 5'8". You're no 5'8". Stop lying, Trey. No way. Lamar back to pass. Oh, to the flats. And, oh, good stop by Tennessee. 4th down and 2. You have a good metabolism. Well, of course, most kids, most young people, I have a good metabolism too, though. And that's the thing. For me being as old as I am, like, I know that, like, again, my ex, you know, she used to be all upset, like, man, you could eat like crap, you could eat like so much crap, and then like you never gain any weight. And I was like, well, I mean, yeah, but like at the same time, like, you know, it's not like I eat that much crap all the time. 6'3", 230. No, he could be like a freaking half of running back with that, right? That's like a running back, not a lineman. Stop it. A lineman's more like 300. Oh, they went for it on 4th and 2, and they got it. Wow. I'm surprised they went for it. Damn. All right.
At the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they can.
Your dad is 5'7". You're a little bit taller than him. All right, so we're in the first quarter. So yeah, we're on track for 2 hours, and maybe even slightly better. Not a lot of clock stoppage. Not a lot of incomplete passes. See, that is the one thing about all Madden, though, is it seems like everyone catches everything. You know what I'm saying? There's far fewer incomplete passes in all Madden. Which that's the reason why before I used to do like pro or something less than that, because then like you'd have more incomplete passes. Because I feel like, you know, I don't know, I guess you still have incomplete passes, so it's not like always they catch it. I just felt like in Madden's past they used to always catch it if it was on all Madden. Like no throw would ever be bad. So I feel like they've changed that at least. 6'3", 230 is huge here. Okay.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Your sister wants to name your dog Bomb. Okay, yeah. Dobbins stuff loses a couple yards there. Okay, lost 1. All right, so let's see if they get him to 4th down. I wonder if they go for it again this time. I'm kind of surprised they went for it on 4th and 2. I mean, you have like a lot of time left in the game, so I mean, normally I would think that you just kick a field goal, but
keep in mind, it makes him susceptible to play action passes as well.
I feel like we're going to see an RPO here. We're at airport. Okay, first off, why would you bring your dog with you to the airport? Is your family one of those crazy families that actually like bring dogs on the airplanes and shit? I knew. See, look at that. I knew that fucker was gonna run. Oh my god, how are you not prepared for that? You saw him running around. See, come on, AI. Like, you know, people would be reacting to that. Like, they were just kind of like standing there waiting for him to start advancing forward. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know, someone would be like kind of spying him or something.
If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson
that could be a metal dog for JJ's retardation.
So that you have clear vision of Lamar
Bring pets on
Jackson
vacation. What the heck? I'm actually legally blocked. No, you're not. Stop it. Wow, touchdown. That was way too easy. They made that too easy, guys. So, I mean, basically it was just like Lamar Jackson running the ball, that like his, you know, his usual running back stuff. Because we know he's not a quarterback, so he's like a part-time quarterback.
He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
All right, so with that touchdown, Baltimore takes the lead from Tennessee. And again, it came down to they had a 4th and 2. They ran it for a first instead of kicking a field goal. And when they were backed up in their own territory at like the 10, Lamar had like a run for 52 yards to basically flip the field position.
This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for
So I mean, you obviously got to know that like these guys would be spying the hell out of him in this game, right? So I mean, the fact that he had that one run on 3rd down or whatever, that no one like followed him until he was like 10 yards down the field or up the field. It's like, really? Come on. Like that doesn't make any sense. So come on, EA, get with it. Get with the program, homie. I mean, is it because they feel like they were playing zone? But like, even if you're playing zone, you know you're gonna have a spy, right? I mean, you know you're gonna have a spy. It would be ridiculous not to. And this is gonna be one of your faster linebackers, most likely. All right, Tannehill 9 for 11, 80 yards and a touchdown. Only 24 rushing yards in total for Tennessee right now.
Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Oh, Henry with a big run there. Nice.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the
9 rushes for 43 yards. So he's got 43 yards in the first half so right now. So definitely on pace for a 100-yard game and then some.
And give them a lot of credit because
And again, obviously I feel like that's an easy way to beat Baltimore is just run the ball.
these guys have really developed into
You know, run the ball, chew
blockers,
clock,
and that's why they use them in this formation
beat
so
up their
often.
defense.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Tannehill back to pass, throws, caught, first down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes
I thought he said out of bounds incomplete.
another nice gain, 13
But he said
yards
out of
that
bounds
time, and
incomplete.
first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Could make DK Metcalf a running back and he would get 100-yard games. You are not legally blind. Stop it. If you were legally blind, then you wouldn't be able to like walk around your house holding a camera without your dog, without your cane.
One tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
At the 36-yard
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive
You got
front,
glasses.
because if they can't get upfield, their
Well,
job
then
is
you're
to go
not
ahead and get
blind.
low,
I
almost get
mean-
into a ball sometimes, stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to
Oh man, Henry, come on, dude. Like, I don't know, man.
down at the 35.
Not much on
All right,
that
so
run,
Tennessee
Charles.
about 5 yards out of
Exactly
almost
what
pretty
we
much guaranteed like field goal
Guessed
range
correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them.
without them
Win
acting
in the
like
defense's
Velma.
column.
They need to get to the
Really?
29 if they want to pick up a first here on
JJ
3rd
with the
down.
Scooby-Doo reference. I thought it was Wilma, but
Here's
I don't know.
Tannehill.
Tannehill looking, throws! Oh, throws it away. Wow.
By the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th
Oh
down.
boy.
To the sideline and incomplete.
No boy. Decisions. I mean, you're kind of too close to punt, but then you're also, they're going to kick a field goal, and I know it's going to miss. I feel like that's what's going to happen here. Because they're at the 35, and like, so these like almost never make it. Now, granted, I think like kick power and all that crap is turned up, but like still.
Goskowski for the Tennessee field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
I was thinking 52, and of course, no good. Yeah, see.
And that one's not
I mean, I feel like they never make it from this far. I mean, unless you're at the
It's well
30,
short. And this score will
like, they
stay
never
right
seem
where
to make it.
is.
That's not what we saw during Baker's Discord chat. I mean, see, that's the thing, too. Like, yeah, you didn't have your glasses on, but yet you were walking around and,
All on the ground, Charles.
you know, it's not like you were running into walls and shit. I mean,
Big, right? offensive lineman versus defensive lineman, but you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield,
I mean, so you seem to understand where the toilet was at and the location of the toilet lid, so you can show us your toilet bowl.
Keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Good field position to start the
All right, so turnover on downs due to the missed field goal. Baltimore taking possession at their 42-yard line. And a couple yards.
3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on
Looks like they might be sending a blitz. Oh, Lamar ran into the blitz. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, though.
But instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's like, why is it every time I see this Microsoft Service tablet, it's always the same picture, no matter which team? There's no colors on there. It's just kind of like just some generic image of a football game. I feel like if you're going to introduce something, if you're going to introduce that to the game and make such a big deal out of it, why you should at least make sure that the image is different and is reflective of the teams that are actually playing. Like, it seems like it's like a grayscale. Oh, intercepted! Lamar trying to throw the ball. How could he? Are we going to see a pick 6 to the 40? Oh, to the 34-yard line. Look at Lamar trying to be a quarterback. That's what happens when he tries to be a quarterback.
Well, that's a drive killer right there.
He throws interceptions.
This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's gonna come
Don't do it, Lamar. You know, I know you try sometimes, but you know, you're just not good at being a quarterback. Run the ball. That's all you can do, bruh. So Derrick Henry, 11 for 46 so far. You know, definitely on pace for a 100-yard game.
What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit.
But they gotta use them more. I mean, they're kind of using them, but like, I don't know, like that last drive, I felt like there was one play where he got tackled way too easily. Like someone came off their block too quick. He would have been smart enough to not run so close to a block. It just, but I get it. Tannehill throws deep, caught. See, again, that's the kind of crap. I think that is, I think that's an intentional game mechanic to make sure that simulations aren't just complete blowouts. Because that guy clearly had a touchdown. If he just ran and followed the path towards the pylon, there's no way he gets tackled. But he stops and then turns it upfield, and then he gets tackled because of it. So I feel like that's a change they made to the AI to make sure that like simulation, from a simulation standpoint, it's not going to be a blowout all the time, or like you're not going to have like games with tons of points. Damn, they're not helping Derrick Henry at all right now. 2nd and goal from the 8. Oh my God, he tried to punch Jim Harbaugh. Or John Harbaugh, sorry. Jim Harbaugh. So who saw, man, Jim Harbaugh with that extension, that contract extension with Michigan. You know, I feel like I guess they're content with losing to Ohio State for the next 5 years. Oh, Henry gets a couple yards back.
Just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side
Tannehill back to pass, 3rd and goal. Looking, throws, back of the end zone, touchdown, Tennessee. In that zone, just drops it in. Yeah, I was going to say, I think that was his 2nd touchdown. Yeah, so he's got both touchdowns today for Tennessee. Both touchdowns for Tennessee have been throwing touchdowns from Tannehill. I don't think I've won the duels after 10 tries. Oh, man.
Touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
You're just as good as Whitey on bets then.
The point after try for Gostkowski.
Just about. And the extra point is up, and it is good. So with that, Tennessee takes back the lead. 2-possession game, possibly. I mean, yeah, it's 2-possession game, possibly. I mean, oh man, they're dabbing. You know, it's kind of interesting though. You know, game time, it never seems like they have that much area on the sideline because that area is always so crowded with like a bunch of people. But in this game, they make it seem so like open and empty and spacious, you know?
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
All right, so Baltimore is going to return this. They got him down to the 1, and they get to the 27, so no bad return.
At their own 27-yard line.
Okay, so, yeah, while they're doing this, I'm going to go downstairs real quick and put my blankets in the dryer. So I will be back in, give me about a minute or two.
Because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Dobbins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
All right, I'm back.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I go away for 2 minutes or a minute, and then have 2 people drop off the map, huh? Come on, guys, don't be like that. Don't be like that.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, so a run play here. All right, stuff got nowhere.
At the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark.
So yeah, we're making good time. I mean, it looks like
making plays near the line of scrimmage.
Trey is a bum. Yeah, he is.
So after the run for
But I think it's just
gain, here's 2nd and
TRE,
10.
right?
Now Dobbins.
And got a yard,
And he'll take
2.
this one down to the 36. They do get a
All right, so
couple,
3rd and
but
long
they're
now.
staring at a
Can
3rd
Tennessee
and 8
hold,
coming
force a
up.
field goal attempt? So again, if they kick a field goal from here, it's not likely to make it.
While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
You don't care?
The Ravens on
French?
third down.
No, it's
They've got
not.
50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
3rd and long. Jackson looking, throws, caught, and complete. He hangs on to the ball. first down for Baltimore.
First down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown.
Ask your mom.
First down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did,
so
yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go.
So why did you say you pranked your mom and got your PlayStation back? What do you mean? Did you prank us too by saying that you had 100 incomplete assignments? Was that a lie or was that still true? Or are you still a bum in school? Oh, the RPO faked out the defender. Wow. Down to the 2. No what? No, you don't have 100 assignments, or no, you didn't prank us?
Even at the quarterback position as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
You received 20 ass beatings to keep your PS4. Oh wow, touchdown Baltimore. What the hell was that weird blocking?
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have once again.
Well, I shouldn't say blocking. It's more like tackling. Like they're look, they just like a couple guys just kind of like ran by him. I'm not really sure I understand that. Like literally, the one dude just ran past him. That makes no sense. Like, is his awareness so bad that he's like, I have no idea what's going on here. I'm just running. 20 slaps. Your mom spanked your ass? Did you say, oh, baby? I like that. All right, so now Baltimore takes a 3-point lead heading into with 4 minutes left in the half. So, I mean, obviously plenty of time for Tennessee to either tie it or take the lead. They got 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning. We got a lot to work with. No and no. What? No and knee. What? You're supposed to give up the PS4. The fact that you have the PS4 to begin with is already bad enough. So, I mean, you should get your ass beat just for that. You know? For being a Sony lover. Just sad. You beg. Trey's like, no, Bobby, please. Don't take it away from me. Maxwell's over here being a cuddler right now. He came and jumped up on my lap, so he's like, oh, Daddy, it's cuddle time. Like, he gets so upset if I don't pick him up in the morning. So it's kind of like a thing. Like, I go downstairs, I make my coffee, and then when my coffee's being made, the days I decide to drink coffee, he just sits there and meows at me, and then I pick him up and hold him, and then he's like, fine. Like, he has to be picked up.
That's a true leader.
Don't take this shit console away from me, Mom. Oh, God. Sorry, I play it because that's what my dad had, so I play online with him. Oh, I see. Tannehill looking. Throw it away, you butthead. Yes, he throws it away. Good play.
Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds.
I will say the one most annoying thing about Maxwell, though, is that his meowing is like so irritating. Like, it's almost more irritating than Chester's, but like Chester's is still pretty annoying too, because Chester, oh, caught, and a first down and then some, and he gets out of bounds. Not that it matters, but stop the clock temporarily till it's spotted. But like he has this little like it's so annoying because he like essentially when he wants something he just keeps doing it over and over again, and it's like extremely frustrating. Like it's just annoying to hear because it's such a bad attempt at a actual meow. And I thought maybe he would get better at it or it would develop as he got older, but it hasn't. So it's always just been this little meow.
first down carry for
Henry trying to fight. They're not doing. Henry's not doing much right now. You know, he's having a hard time just getting to 50 yards for the half. So I mean, certainly that's a way that Baltimore could help themselves in the actual game is by keeping Derrick Henry in check, like Cleveland did. So there were a few teams this season that kept Derrick Henry in check. Although I'm not sure if those necessarily translated to wins for the other teams. I know it did for Cleveland, but I think there was a team that held them to less than the yardage that Cleveland held them to. Cleveland ended up holding them to 60 yards, but I felt like some of that yardage was like later in the game, you know, when it was kind of already out of control or out of hand. So like he ended up gaining more yards like later in the game when the Browns were up by like 3 touchdowns or whatever it was. So they were just kind of like, yeah, run the ball. I don't care. Like, you want to waste time? Sure. 3rd down and 6. Tannehill throws. Caught. Another first down for Tennessee.
It's Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Ow. I'm not sure what that is, Junior. Ow. What? I feel like my sinuses are acting up today. Like, I feel like my nose is like kind of stuffy. You wish your team was in the playoffs. What team is that?
They will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What do you mean, no?
He's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion.
The Cardinals. Oh.
Because we have seen him.
You think? Yeah, I think so too.
We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
The cringe-ass name. You gotta go. Wow, Whitey. The commitment is not real. Tannehill back to throw in the flat. Oh, gives it to Henry for like a yard or two, maybe. Wow. No gain. So 3rd and long for Tennessee now. So at the very least, oh wait, no, the field position's not great. I mean, they need a first down here. We do not need them trying to kick a field goal because then it just gives Baltimore a good field position before the end of the half with 3 timeouts.
Obviously, the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
At least get to the 30. Tannehill throws. Oh my God, what kind of? Oh man, they're gonna try to kick a field goal from here. I just know it.
Taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the
Yeah, this kind of stuff's gonna ruin the game.
But I don't think he's gonna want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been
I feel like I don't know. I feel like maybe I need to check the settings for that. Maybe we just need to check the settings for field goals and make sure that it's like 100 for kick power or something. I don't know.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53.
So the last one was 52, they didn't make it. So then they're thinking, oh yeah, let's kick a 53-yarder because we might be able to make that one.
And this one
that was like wide left too anyway, but like still.
It's no good, and this score will stay right where
Is this their backup kicker, or is that their is this the backup kicker guy that was there last week, or is that their actual kicker? I'm not really sure.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
What the heck? I don't even. What the hell are you talking about, Preston?
Of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
SpongeBob?
At their own 43.
The heck? Okay.
Operating from the gun.
A flag. That had to be offensive holding at the timing of that.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3.
Yep.
But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
All right, so with that, they get a first down and 20 with 44 seconds left in the half. Baltimore up by 3. So I can't remember. I think Tennessee had the ball first, right? So, yeah, because they scored first. So Tennessee had the ball first, so Baltimore will get it at the half. So, I mean, they really no urgency here for them. So we'll have to see.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my
they're not trying for anything here. We're just going to let the clock run out. I mean, they'll run one more play, but it won't matter. So
got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews.
I want a game on my birthday. I don't know, man. I don't know what I want to do.
With the visiting Ravens out in front, as we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, so we're at halftime. Baltimore up by 3.
Of the EA Sports
Tennessee with more passing yards, Baltimore with more rushing yards.
Everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken in at the 3.
All right, so like I said, yeah, Baltimore gets the kick in the second half, and they start at the 26.
Just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit.
So, yeah, we're on pace for 10 o'clock.
With some things
still.
they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun.
Lamar looking, throws. Oh, he may have been, yeah, out of bounds, incomplete.
Caught, but they'll rule it incomplete.
I think he had 1 foot in.
Keep his feet in. Second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again.
Oh, Lamar, oh, fumble! Then Tennessee recovers at the 21. Down goes Lamar. Down goes Lamar. Or down goes Jackson. Down goes Jackson.
Find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime,
Bum
the defense,
ass.
they took it out of his hands.
That's how he plays for real. So now he's turned the ball over twice.
But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so,
He threw a pick and then fumbled the ball. Tannehill with no interceptions, no turnovers at all for Tannehill.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side.
Derrick Henry, I think, had the fumble earlier on, right? Because they fumbled. I felt like they fumbled for some reason, but
right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get...
All right, so Tennessee with great field position to start this drive. Oh, Henry, 10-5 touchdown. Derrick Henry finally breaks through. What happened? Lamar fumbled the ball. He got sacked. He got strip sacked.
Well, partner, that was a another explosive run, and one thing
as is typical. So Lamar with 2 turnovers. And Henry finally breaks through. That was a good play. He broke. Well, he only had to break 1 block, 1 tackle.
You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So a 21-yard touchdown for Derrick Henry. So Tennessee starts the second half really good, and they'll take a 4-point lead. So 2-possession game. I mean, you know,
It's up and good to make it
possibly.
21-17. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
That's Gostkowski kicking? No. Well, then I guess that makes sense. I guess it makes sense that he misses some of those longer field goals
Gostkowski
then.
now after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
I mean, come on. We've seen Gostkowski have to kick under pressure, and we know that he's not, we know he's not the greatest at that.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
So I've been looking at stocks. I signed up for a TD Ameritrade account with that Roblox stock being made available at some point. I don't know how long it's going to be.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own
When he
24.
was first in New England, he was what? Oh, come on. You had a sack. You had him dead to rights. It was RPO, though.
At the 33, following a good pickup of
Damn. It's not a sack, but you would have tackled him behind the line.
ahead of schedule, as they say.
Buy Roblox stock, you have to. I mean, it's not available yet, so they're supposed to be doing like a private, like instead of doing an IPO, a great kicker. Okay. Like remember the Super Bowl against the Eagles? No. Come on, that's why I said that was kind of why I was referencing under pressure. No.
Jackson up
And a
again
first
to
down for
Thomas.
Baltimore.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But yeah, they're doing like a private buy-in on the stock, so they can basically, you know, again, I don't know that much about stocks, but my friend was explaining to me that, you know, he, that, you know, apparently they're going to do like a private buy-in or whatever, and then they can drive the price up to whatever the hell they want. Oh, damn. Okay. A yard loss.
Stopped immediately there.
See, how does that happen? If they went from the 37 to the 36, but then somehow it's still second down and 10. That game has like I don't know how they managed to screw that up in this game this year. Because I feel like it was always more predictable last year, but this year it's not. It doesn't make any sense. And flag. That might be offensive holding, blocking the back.
And he's going to be taken down here with
Yep.
a penalty flag on the field.
See, they close out the. Come on, dude. That was just such a trash game. That was such a bad game. I regret ever wasting 3 hours watching that game. But my brother convinced me that it was going to be worth watching, and it was totally not worth watching that game. Send a blitz! Oh, Jackson hit on the throw, but there was a screen. All right, good play call. I'll give them that. It was actually a good play call to get them 9 yards. So on 2nd and 17, now they got a third and long still, but at least it's more manageable than. I'd rather have 3rd and 8 than 3rd and 17. Oh, they're sending a blitz. Man, Tennessee's blitzing a lot, I feel like. DB blitz, Jackson throws, caught, and a first down. Hangs on to the ball.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch for Bryant. He's got a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver.
Des Bryant? Oh, my
since
God.
2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
All right, gets a yard or two.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy for Tennessee. A little voice crack there, but it's kind of crazy for Tennessee that, considering them having 2 turnovers in their favor, forcing 2 turnovers, that they're only up by 4.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to capitalize off of 1 turnover, but I think they were able to capitalize off of both turnovers. The problem is that those 2 field goal attempts they've had have just been busts. You know, that's what hurt him. Oh, another screen. Oh, he got clipped. Damn.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30.
Where's the illegal blindside block?
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown.
Up there at the top of the route there. That guy got tackled from behind. First off, I don't even know why he jumped. But he jumped and then got clipped. Like, I feel like he got actually tackled from the behind. Like, that should have been a illegal block in the back. Because I don't understand why the guy would have jumped anyways. Like, that makes no sense. Lamar looking to run now. Why would you? What? Why would you just stand there? They're just standing there watching. You're not fans. You're supposed to be playing defense.
Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a 2nd and 1 and a first down. Yeah, come on, Tennessee, man. Show some defense up in here, bruh. I mean, it seems like they always they always manage to get him the 3rd down possession, but then, like, you know, if it's no matter, it doesn't seem like if it's 3rd and long or 3rd and short, they can't seem to get a stop. Yeah, I mean, they have at times, but they just keep blitzing. Oh, finally you stop that screen. Good play there. Loss of 4. Doesn't make any sense. They were at the 16, then it changes to the 20, but then somehow it's 2nd and 15. This game is, like I said, this year is so weird with the numbers. It makes no sense. I feel like they probably try to be more precise with, like, the inches game or something, where that kind of ruined. I don't know, like, it's something with the calculation, right? I mean, with the yardage calculation, that they're trying too hard to make it maybe a little bit more realistic. And there's probably some math, some rounding going on here. They're probably rounding down instead of rounding up or something. I don't really know. Or rounding up instead of down. Jackson looking to run again as the linebacker just stares at him. Jackson pointing to someone to try to make a block. Oh God, a view of the sun. And all these guys junk. Junk shot. Why are we staring at their junk? Now the funny thing is that I look in the flats, he's open. Oh wow. He lost a yard. Why would you even catch the ball? 4th down and 5 at the 10. So let's see, do they kick the field goal or go for it in the red zone? They'll probably kick a field goal. So that will make this essentially it's a 2-possession game now, but like if they make this, then obviously just one.
Sniff it out and finish it off.
Oh, and the kick is up, and it is good. So, of course, it's good at that range. Should be, anyways, 1-point lead for Tennessee. So the defense comes through. They bend, but they don't break.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me there, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think
People say we're negative
drive, you get
sometimes.
6 out of it, but that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
All right, good blocking. Decent return, I guess.
25 to the 26-yard line. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
Right. Well, they make it sound like it's so bad. It's like, dude, they've only had one possession this half, and it was at the beginning of the half after the turnover, and he had one rush for 21 yards and a touchdown. So it's like, all things considered, that's actually good. But they kind of make it seem like it's a negative thing because it's like, well, you only rushed the ball once though. Like, that's bad. Oh yeah, Henry. Good run there.
You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Caught and a first down for Tennessee there. Just got past the line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
so I'm kind of surprised, but not really surprised by the thing with Trump being banned on like practically all social media at this point. Throws! Oh my God, that was a bad throw. That could have gone really bad. There was 2 defenders there, and I don't know who he was actually trying to throw to because there was 2 guys in the same area. You needed to let him get down the field more. I mean, maybe he had the guy beat one-on-one.
Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Henry's looking hot right now. Uh-oh. His X Factor to the 49 gets a first down.
12 yards there and a first down.
So Henry getting some good yardage in the second half here.
Before the game, he's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
But yeah, I mean, it's
in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge,
so the thing is that
faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Well, I just find it humorous because I think he was trying to pass through bills. They were trying to pass through bills and laws and crap about like something to do with social media companies not being held responsible for. All right, passes to Henry, gets a yard.
At the 50 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the back.
You know, I mean, there's something to be said about like, you know, well, you know, you're preventing my freedom of speech and all that kind of crap, but like, so I mean, I know obviously that's what Trump supporters are probably thinking, right? Is, oh, you're preventing his freedom of speech and blah blah blah, but at the same time, like, there's something to be said about being responsible, and you know, honestly, like, social media platforms have terms of service, and you know, when you sign up for them, you know, you agree to their terms of service, and you're not above the law. The president's not above the law. No one's above the law. The law is the law. So Tannehill throws deep again and another first down. So Tannehill balling right now. 20 of 25, 192 yards and 2 touchdowns. Always plays over the middle against man coverage. So I mean, well, they said that he's indefinitely suspended. So I feel like when the election's over, or when the transition's over, they'll probably you know, reinstate his account. But even then, I don't know if they will. You know, it's kind of like you may have to give it some time. But you know, again, like, no one's above the law. So I mean, it's not illegal for. Oh my God, caught and gets a yard. So it's not illegal, or it's not a prevention of someone's First Amendment rights, because again, if you're violating the terms of service for a social media platform, then they have every right to do what they're gonna do. People of course are gonna make a bigger deal of it. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe you can do that to the president. Well, it's like, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if it was Trump or if it was Obama. I mean, if you're spreading misinformation and you're trying to mislead people, or you're trying to gaslight constantly like he has been, and especially after the attack on the Capitol, it's just like, no, you can't be doing stuff like that. You can't be doing stuff like that. I don't care who you are. If that was Obama, I would feel the same way, but no, most actual presidents are not going to do that. Oh my God, Tannehill throws it away. Damn. So looks like Tennessee's going to actually have to kick a field goal here, but they are in good enough range where this should be a makeable field goal for Gostkowski this time, if it's actually Gostkowski who's actively kicking for them. So I didn't look. Oh, you said it was. So I mean, I'm assuming you know that based on his number, because I don't know. I didn't know if that they updated the roster or not. Ooh, and the kick is up and it's good. See, I'm sneezing a lot today. I feel like I got I think it's because I went to wash my sheets, and my sheets had some hair on them or something, and it's got my sinuses all jacked up now. But my nose is runny, so I feel like I know what sinus is. Or I could have kicked up some dust or something, because I did vacuum yesterday, so that kicks up dust and crap like that. So there's that too.
This one fielded at the 5.
And decent return. All right, so Tennessee makes it it could be a 2-possession game again as well, up by 4.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
Wow, Dobbins. I'm not sure. He may have more rushing yards than Henry right now. Possibly. I'm not sure. Because Henry did get some more on that last drive, but he came back into the second half with only 40 yards, and he had the 20-yard run, so 66. So I don't know. They may be about even right now. Or Henry may have a slight lead.
First and 10 at their own 27.
So Baltimore has 197 rushing yards, while Tennessee has 93. But that's because Jackson, obviously. That's not because, running backs. Oh, wait, that's right. He is a running back. Forgot.
They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now.
So, yeah, I mean, no one can really complain about, they're singling it, from the social media standpoint, they're singling him out or anything like that. I mean, anyone can face the same level of criticism and a ban or temporary suspension or indefinite suspension as Trump did. But yeah, you can't have someone doing stuff like that. That's just. Although I don't know how many people watch political related videos, but occasionally I watch the ones from that Jesse Dollemore guy. Oh, they sent a blitz, and Jackson gains 1 yard to avoid. Look, see, the yardage changed, but it says 2nd and 10, so he gained a yard, but then he didn't gain a yard. But anyways, Jesse Dollemore had a video that came out. He said, "Oh, look," he's like, "I saw this guy who was standing in the House chamber." And he's like, "Oh my God, I recognize that guy." And then it was he said, "Oh yeah, it was actually his wife's high school boyfriend." And they showed a picture of her in high school with him. And they were like, "Yeah, we knew who that guy was." And they're like, "I can't believe this guy is such a lowlife." And because part of the problem was that, and I think that's the reason why the head of the Capitol Police said that he was leaving at the end of the month or whatever, was because of the fact that they just let everyone just kind of go in, do what they wanted, and then they just let them all walk out. They didn't stop anyone. They didn't ask them their names. They didn't get any information from people. They just let people walk out like nothing happened. And it's just really? But that was because they were all white. I feel like it. I mean, it had to be. right? I mean, it was because they were all white and because they were pro-Trump. You know, they just let them do whatever they wanted. All right, so 3rd and long for Baltimore right now. Let's see how Tennessee responds. Oh, and they run it. Oh, my God, come on. See, again, every time on 3rd and long. Tennessee cannot stop the 3rd and long. It doesn't make any sense. Like, how do you not predict that you're going to possibly delay draw? I mean...
Because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Why? Why would you spin the camera like that? It makes no sense. It's kind of dumb. That's the only logical reason. I mean, it is, and that's why now they're just kind of like, you know, they sent after all that happened, they sent they were like, hey, if you recognize anyone, you know, let us know, because they're trying to figure out the identities of everyone that was in there. And it's like, because the police just didn't do their job, because they turned a blind eye because they were all white, basically. You know, again, that's the thing that irritates me, is that you're not, it's proof that they don't treat everyone the same. I mean, it's on the biggest, in a big situation, it's absolute proof that they don't treat everyone the same. Oh my God, they fell for the RPO again. Oh, there's holding on the offense, so that's coming back. Although they might keep a 1st down, but there was definitely holding. Illegal block in the back on the offense. Oh man, wow, good job. Yeah, so they still kept the 1st down, but
that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game.
wait, did he just say 2nd down?
It doesn't go on the books.
He said 2nd down.
That up again, don't they?
But it's 1st and 10, even whether they accepted or declined. If they declined it, he would just had 10 more yards. But because of the fact that he got the 1st.
Jackson gonna run again.
You need to strip sack this fool, dude. 9 rushes for 122 yards.
2nd down.
By Harold Landry. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Titans' 31-yard line.
You know, Lamar Jackson, you know, really what the NFL, what one team needs to get this guy is a nice injury from running the football. And, like, then he will stop running. Like, once he gets dinged up enough from doing what's kind of, you know, cheap way to, you know, advance the ball in the NFL, you know, he'll stop doing it. You know, once he gets too beat up from doing it, he'll stop doing it. They'll stop letting him run, because then they're like, well, shit, like, if he can get blown up, you know, if he ends up getting put out of a game or two because of him doing that stuff, like, yeah, they'll stop running the ball with him. But then that's when they'll end up in trouble, because then they're like, well, crap, now we got to rely on him just to throw. All right, so we're at the end of the 3rd quarter, onto the 4th, making exact timing. Tester.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring him back within a point.
24. Ravens 23.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Chester was Whalen wanted to make sure that he makes the right decision there before he gets his butt whooped.
Set to kick it away.
All right, so Baltimore kicks a field goal. Again, back within 1 point now. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, honestly, I was kind of close to saying something to some people who I know are Trump supporters at work just to kind of get their opinion, but I didn't. I feel like I'm going to wait. Because I feel like, again, I know that there's going to be like, well, that wasn't really them, and there's stories that are saying it was this group and that. And it's just like, if you can't take responsibility for your ridiculousness or condone that kind of stuff. Oh, look at Henry plowing ahead for a first down. So, okay, so Henry now has 105 rushing yards and a touchdown. So Henry still got his X Factor activated right now. What's up, Patrick Butthead?
No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So, I mean, you got to take responsibility for the good and the bad, right? Because, I mean, like they said, if that would have been other protesters, they would have, if they were colors, if they were not white, basically, they would have had tear gas and, cops out the butt out there and stuff. Tannehill looking, running, throws it. Oh, wow, good way to escape pressure. Keep your eyes upfield and get a first down, or well, close to a first down. So 7 yards at least, turned nothing into something. So good play by Tannehill there. 200 yards passing for Tannehill and 2 touchdowns, I think it said. Yeah, he had 2 passing touchdowns. So because Henry had the third. So who does Mariota play for? He plays for the Raiders. He's a backup to Derek Carr.
So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now.
Oh, nice. So they finally followed through with their little fake run thing and gave it to the receiver. So A.J. Brown with a first down. Hey, that rhymed. A.J. Brown for the first down. So Tennessee just trying to hang on to this lead here. If they score a touchdown, then they obviously are going to force Baltimore in a position where they need to throw the ball. So Tennessee, it's in their best interest to get a touchdown here instead of a field goal. That gives them a slightly more comfortable lead. Henry looking. Tannehill throws, caught into the 49. Wow, 47. Wow, they gave him some very good field position there, or forward progress. And it's Mariota. They catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. Oh, the little baby Chester. So at least this game cannot be tied. That is a good thing about the score. So someone will win. We're not going to go into OT. Okay, they did that little play fake. Henry, pushing forward. He's got inches, I think. 3rd and inches. He kind of just fell forward and was like laying on bodies.
Give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football.
You know what? The one thing they never do in this game, which I'm kind of surprised, is they don't really do QB sneaks. Tannehill with the open-handed play action, throws, caught. Oh, huge first down. Instead of just going for the 1 yard they needed, they go down the field for 22 yards. And they're close to red zone opportunity here.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted
in the zone. Drops it in. Mariota. Chances are Mariota overthrows that ball, or turns it into an interception somehow. Or he waits too long on the read. Oh, Henry breaks a tackle. So Henry's, his superstar, interesting. It's kind of been his X Factor's been activated, man. That thing. Oh, look at that. So Baltimore now is going to try to start stripping the ball more. You saw that they made the defensive adjustment to start focusing on the ball. So, I mean, I think the fact that they do that, though, causes the possibility of them missing more tackles because they're focused on trying to strip the ball. Henry gets about 3 yards, so about a yard shy. Yeah, so 3rd down and 1. Come on, Tennessee, get this freaking first down. Do a sweep. I want to see a toss play. No one ever seems to do toss plays in this game, ever. Which I'm kind of surprised, because I feel like sweeps or tosses are probably one of the most effective plays. 3rd and 1, caught. 1st down for Tennessee. And, yep, he hangs onto the ball. All right, so in the red zone. All right, so 1st and goal at the 8. Come on, Tennessee, get this touchdown, man. Do this. Do it. Do it. If they get a touchdown, then they take a... well, actually, it would be an 8-point lead, so it is still a 1-possession game at that point. You know, so Baltimore could get it. Oh, crap, so they could actually tie it. Ooh. But I feel like that's less likely, but I don't know. But it'll force Baltimore to have to throw, I guess. Why? Well, I mean, you're not going to do a flea flicker right now. Henry runs to the 4, 3. Okay. So 2nd and goal from the 3. Strip ball aggressive. That was already on strip ball aggressive, wasn't it? I mean,
they did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him.
The problem is that if Tannehill gets sacked, though, I feel like yes, do a flea flicker from the 8. That's throws, caught, touchdown. AJ Brown with 3 touchdowns in this game. Look at it. He's like, I delivered the knockout blow right there, maybe. So does Tennessee go for 2? No, you kick the field, you kick the extra point. But like, look at that. That was a good play. I mean, right through the look. That was kind of like a screen too, like or a pick play kind of, or a rub route sort of, because he came across the other guy in coverage. So not a bad play at all. So 9.5 minutes left in the game. All right, so Gostkowski for the PAT. And the kick is up, and it is good. So, an 8-point lead for Tennessee right now. Again, it's not, you know, unfortunately, Baltimore can actually still tie this with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So, that does worry me right now because I don't want this game to have to go into overtime. So, Tennessee, you better get an interception or some type of turnover on this this Baltimore possession here, or force a field goal or something. But, you know, this is kind of 4-down territory at this point for Baltimore. You know, depending upon how quick they get into Tennessee territory, it could be a 4-down possession type of game. Or 4-down territory type possession. And they're going to take the knee, take it out at the 25. So 9:32 left.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All right, so a run play with Dobbins to start the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Interesting.
No cutback lane to be found.
Yeah, I have no idea what I just ignore half of what he says. Well, actually, probably more than half. Probably 99% of what he says I just ignore because it doesn't make it's nonsensical.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
All right. Jackson back to pass. No, he's not. Oh, he does. Oh, my God. Deep in that zone. What the hell? Wow, that was a huge... Wow. That zone coverage was terrible. Like, literally, there was no one there for, like, 10 yards, like, in any direction.
With 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. but for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we
What if
should
Trump
have.
orders a
And I think
nuclear
every time
strike?
he completes a
He
pass,
won't.
says
I
to
mean, the
himself,
thing is that they can prevent. I'm pretty sure that, like,
"You missed the boat on me."
from a government standpoint, they can prevent that. Oh my God, how is this guy? How are they getting so wide open? What is this? Come on, you act like Baltimore receivers are actually that good. Come on, come on.
Really good pickup of 28 yards.
And there was a tight end as well, so I mean that doesn't make any sense. Now, granted, unless there was a linebacker covering, but I felt like it was a DB, so that doesn't make any sense.
But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You
Maybe
might
that-
not get the ball back at all. So if a
Maybe that was
fourth
your
down
safety. I don't know,
situation
but
comes up,
no, it wasn't a
make it harder
safety.
for
That was
them
definitely a
for
DB.
right
So
now.
CB. So that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. He can cover a tight end.
Throwing now, Jackson.
If they block the extra point run to the house, then it's a 2-point play for Tennessee. Damn. They stripped him, but he was already out of bounds. Or close to out of bounds. It was not a loose ball, really. He was already out of bounds before the ball even came out anyways, so that doesn't make any sense. It's because he was in an animation. He was in an animation for a strip. And unfortunately, you know, EA doesn't know its own game where he was already out of bounds. And so, like, oh my God, please. To the 3. So again, now the question is does Baltimore go for 2 if they get a touchdown here? You know, with this much time left in the game, do you actually go for 2?
Follow his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Oh my God, they ran that same exact play to get the touchdown like the last time. Literally, it was the same play. It's the tight end coming across.
And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
So are they going for 2?
By sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air. Because right now, we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in his.
It looks like they are.
And
Yep.
you're just a scholar.
They're at the 2.
You're reading all the time. I
Oh
like you
God.
fit that in.
They got 2 receivers at the top of their route. How are you not covering that? Doesn't make any come on, dude. That's no. I'm sorry. This game, EA just ruined this game because of that. You had 2 guys at the top of the route. Neither of them were being covered at all.
Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, "Let's see if you can match us."
They were not covering them at all. Like, everyone kind of like blitzed. So congratulations, EA. You know how to ruin a game. Good job. Good job.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this.
So now it is a tie game. The one thing I didn't want to have happen.
This taken in about 4
But 7
yards
minutes
deep.
left
And
in the
no
game, so
return
it's anyone's
for
game to
Kansas
win
City
at this
will
point.
bring this out to the 25. Derrick Henry
But Derrick
drops
Henry's
back
been
out
doing
there,
good.
he's ready to go. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it.
Is it possible for Trump's VP to be president? Only if Trump happens to be impeached and removed.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Tannehill and the Titans.
That's the only
come up
way.
now, first
I
and
mean,
10
or unless he
at
actually
their
runs for
25
president
yard
and gets
line.
elected, then that's the other way, of course.
Over the middle to Smith.
All right, so no pressure for Tennessee. I mean, honestly, for them, they could just, you know what, just drain the clock, run the ball down the field. Depending upon how much time is left, you either try for that field goal or, you know, if you can get a touchdown, obviously get a touchdown, right? You know, you don't want to hold back from that. If you can get a touchdown, get a touchdown. No need to go for 2 if you do get a touchdown. Oh, Tannehill on the, RPO, gains a yard. But see, they said -1 rushing yard, but then, like, it's 3rd and 2 instead of 3rd and 3. I don't, this game makes no sense.
Wouldn't have been much of a problem, but apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Where'd you get the idea of doing Sims? I always liked doing Sims on my own, and then I started uploading them to YouTube a while back. before I started live streaming, and they were getting a lot of views. I started doing it during playoffs, like before. It was like late 2016, and then I just started to decided to start live streaming them early 2017 because they were so successful. Oh, a first down for Henry and then some. Good play. So just keep the clock going. I mean, that's all Tennessee has to do, man. Just chew up the clock, get in position to kick a field goal, and win the game that way if you have to. You know, force Baltimore to have to take timeouts if it comes down to that. So that's all you got to do. Do just enough to keep moving the chains. Don't move the chains too fast if you can. You know, I mean, you can if you want, but like, you know, again, like if you move the chains too fast, then you need to make sure you get a touchdown, right? You can't just get a field goal and then leave a bunch of time left on the clock. So you need a slow, methodical, paced drive if you're Tennessee right now. He's going to keep handing it to Henry. Henry to the 50 and gets the first down and then some again. So to Baltimore's 47.
Past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Yeah, it will be 4 years. 4 years of live streaming as well. Just in general. Well, kind of. I mean, I guess, can you count 2020? I mean, I guess technically you can because I did.
So
but yeah.
Territory now. Here's a 1st and 10.
Can you count 2019? Yeah, sort of, I guess, as well.
They'll run on first down.
Oh, Henry with this huge stiff arm to keep from getting a loss. That's why he's still got his X Factor activated, is because he hasn't been tackled. He hasn't lost any yards. He hasn't lost any momentum with any of his runs. All his runs have been positive. Because if you notice, Jackson, he had his X Factor activated, but then because he ended up like having incomplete pass, or he ended up getting tackled in the backfield, he ended up losing it. So, oh, well, I spoke too soon. Now he probably lost it. He just lost 3 yards. Uh-oh. Now you need a first.
It often takes more than one guy to get him
Ugh.
down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
How'd you pick the matchups you wanted to do?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively.
I know, right? I did just jinx them. See, true commentator style, right? Tano looking. Oh no! What the?
And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense.
Tannehill gets strip sacked. What the? Dude, bro. Well, his arm was moving forward. How was that? Like, I don't know. Like, was that incomplete pass? I mean,
they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Ravens offense back out there.
his arm was moving forward, though, right? I mean, I don't
in the
know, like,
driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th.
wow. Good job, EA. Good job. Way to ruin a game. Way to learn how to ruin a game. Police arrest Florida man caught on camera carrying Pelosi's lectern during Capitol riot. So a 36-year-old guy was booked in Florida. According to jail records, he's being held on a federal warrant. Wow, good tackling there. Not. Looked like it was picked instead of a fumble. Wow, 3rd and 1, man. You need to hold them here if you want. I feel like if you want a good chance. I mean, I could be wrong, but like either you allow a touchdown right away, or you actually stop them and force them to kick a field goal and call a timeout or something. Because if they get a first down, oh yeah, well there you go. Go figure. The running back.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Oh my God, this guy is a stay-at-home dad who lives with his wife and 5 children.
Think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And
That's funny. So the guy had posts on social media showing him doing this, and then people, local residents, were able to identify him on social media.
And try and keep it back in the pocket.
And so, of course, they said his social media accounts had posts that he was in D.C. ahead of the riots and included disparaging comments about the Black Lives Matter movement and law enforcement who defended First Amendment protect rights. What? That doesn't even make any sense, but. So they have a thing. Trump went ballistic after being thrown off Twitter. Aide says, "Daddy ain't coming home no time soon." Wait, what? Oh yeah, right. Okay. All right, so Tennessee, obviously now, you know, they know what they need to do. Need to get a touchdown to tie it up. Oh, please don't tie this game. Like, that's the thing, dude. Like, now I'm irritated. Now I'm just irritated. Tennessee had a good lead. They had an 8-point lead. They, you know, thanks to EA and their trashy simulation, like, you know, Baltimore was easily able to get the 2-point conversion after scoring the touchdown to tie it up because they didn't not magically decide to cover any receiver to get the 2 points. So,
I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
But I mean, yeah. So as far as like which sims I decided to do like during the regular season, it's all based on like how good I think the games are gonna be. That's usually the way I end up picking. That's usually the way I end up picking. You know, the games. But then for playoffs, it's, you know, it pretty much try to do every one, so there's no picking and choosing there. It's just a matter of being able to get them all in. Tano back to pass, looking. Oh, he breaks free of the sack and gets out of bounds, stopping the clock. So it's the fourth quarter, so in under 4 minutes, so the clock will stop. It will not run after they set the ball. Right, because I think it's in the last 4 minutes that the getting out of bounds stops the clock. Something like that.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
I love how they program in, oh, wide open in the zone to the 50. All right, so that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They're on Baltimore's 49-yard line.
12 yards there and a first down.
So, I mean, certainly, you know, again, they got 3 timeouts, 49 yards to go to get a touchdown. So, not bad odds here right now for them making that happen. Now, I mean, if they turn the ball over, then that's probably most likely game, right? But if not, they certainly have a chance. And I probably just jinxed them, but you know, that's what good commentators do, right? And in the zone to the 30, the 20, the 10, and we're gonna have a tie game. Oh God, touchdown Titans. Damn. So 49 yards, boop, just like that. No, you would not go for 2. Not in this case. There's a minute 53 left in the game, so now you have to basically go for the extra point to tie it up. You'd be absurd, because then if you miss, then like you're screwed. Because then a field goal just wins it. So now but now they put it on Baltimore to have to get in field goal range. Tennessee, man, their defense has got to come through for them now, though. Baltimore's defense certainly sure as hell didn't come through for them. The kick is up, extra point is up, and it is good, of course. So, tie game. 4 plays, 76 yards, 1 minute. Tannehill 3 for 3, 72 yards, and a touchdown. So, Tannehill is that 4 touchdowns for Tannehill now? Yeah, because A.J. Brown had 3, and then there was that one. So, I believe Tannehill has 4 passing touchdowns right now. And then Derrick Henry has 1 rushing touchdown. So yep, that lines up. Yes. So Tannehill, man, outplaying Lamar Jackson easily from a quarterback standpoint, because we all know Lamar Jackson is not a quarterback; he's a running back in disguise.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue.
All right, so another kickoff, another return. Can they get them backed up? No, to the 25. So no difference than a touchback. All right, so now it's, I didn't want overtime. They're taking away from my possibility of, my time to get ready. I mean, I should have plenty of, to shave only takes about about 15 minutes. So it's still a quarter of an hour though. I got to shave and I got to take a shower. Shower's another 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so, depending upon how long I want to take. My showers are usually not quick because I like to sing in the shower. Yeah, the guy that came in was definitely him. Yeah, well, yeah, of course. I mean, so, Preston banned him though, so it doesn't matter. All right, so they rushed the ball. I feel like we're gonna go to overtime. I feel like that's what's gonna happen here. That's my guess. But his new Discord name is the same. Oh. All right, so no huddle from Baltimore right now. So they are trying. Jackson throws, caught, and short of the first by inches, I think. 3rd and inches. Yeah, so for Tennessee, you're just kind of like, well, I mean, I guess if you're not really trying to push the ball, I'm not going to take a timeout, give you a chance to extend your drive. So they are going no huddle, though. So, I mean, he's going to run. No, he doesn't run. Oh, my God. How do you – what the – come on, dude. Come on. What the hell? What is that? What is that AI? What is that AI? That is like super trash AI. Wow, Madden, you disappoint me. You continue to disappoint me every year. Continue to disappoint me every year. First off, how does he miss? He went for he thought he was gonna get picked, and then somehow the other guy ended up taking some weird angle on him. It wasn't bad. It was terrible. That was terrible. First off, why would the guy think he was going to intercept the ball? Like, I feel like you would see that because you're behind him. So, obviously, you're not going to miss. They just gave them the win, basically. They just gave them the win. They effectively just gave Baltimore the win with that play. How do you not know? How do you not think they're going to run the ball? How do you not think? How do you not crowd that line? Right? Come on, like let's be serious. Let's be real here. Like, I mean, there's no reason. Worst case, you go to overtime. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna take a huge chance, a huge risk on first down. So the only hope that Tennessee has now is like they need to get Baltimore behind the 30. They need to sack Lamar or force a turnover to have any chance of winning this game at this point. I mean, as much as I don't want it to go to overtime, I just as badly don't like Baltimore. So, but now they're just going to keep running it. They have no reason to pass this ball. They have no reason to pass this ball. So why aren't you stacking the line? Why aren't you stacking the line?
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final.
You just basically now they're definitely in field goal range. Like, and they have no, they can take timeouts themselves or they get a first down. I mean, so yeah. So Baltimore now is in control of this game. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. I know, right? You need to stack this line. They're not going to throw it. And you give them the first down easily. Like, they're not going to throw it. There's no point. They have absolutely no reason to throw this ball. So how you don't just have, like, an 8-man box? Come on.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best.
Yeah, EA ruined this game, though. Like I said, that 2-point conversion was terrible. There was something else that happened earlier in the game. Oh, Tannehill's interception, I believe, with 2 guys there. Was it Tannehill that threw a pick? Actually, I don't think he didn't turn the ball over, right? Yeah, he did. He had 1 turnover. Yeah. They called the timeout with 31 seconds, which I'm not really sure why, but... Strip the fucking ball, Tennessee. Get a fucking strip, man.
This is Edwards.
They call the timeout right away. Why? Why are you calling your timeouts right away? That makes no... See, again, I mean, clock management is obviously not EA's strong suit either. They don't understand the idea of clock management. If you know what, if Baltimore gets screwed because of poor AI, I don't care. Because chances are that may happen. Remember, we've seen games where they've ended. Oh my God, they're going to pass. They're not going to pass this ball. If they pass this AI is retarded. They're going to run the ball. Yeah. If they call a timeout, okay, they're not going to call a timeout right away. I was about to say, dude, like, they'll call it with 10 seconds, though, so Tennessee will have a chance to get maybe a kick six. I don't know. Watch. Let's see. Maybe. No. Okay, they're letting it drain down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 3 for 3 so far, and a fourth would win it. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays.
Yeah, EA ruined this game, man. I'm sorry. They ruined this game for me. The 2-point conversion was just terrible. They had no one covering. I don't agree with that. I can't stand EA sometimes. And that last play though, I mean, I don't think we can't replay it now, but like that last play they had that got them that big first down where they ended up getting like 12 yards, like that just, there's no way the guy behind the receiver thought he had any chance to intercept that pass IRL. There's no way. Like, he went for the interception, and that's why the DB in that case was not in position to make the tackle. And then the guy who was behind him, they had two guys, and I think he ran to the left and ran around the guy that was closest to him, and then the guy that was furthest away from him ended up making the tackle. That made no sense. On Twitter @EA Madden. That made no sense. So like they know how to ruin games. I don't think the score will be this high though. I mean, it could be, I guess, but yeah, look at Tannehill with 4 touchdowns, dude. Lamar Jackson being a running back as usual. But yeah. So there you have it, guys. So EA projecting possibly with some help from the AI, a Ravens win by 3. Justin Tucker hitting a field goal as time expiring in the 4th quarter. Yeah, so Baltimore certainly had some help in this game from AI. That's what I think. I don't see, that's the thing. I mean, some people could make the same case for Tennessee, but I don't feel like Tennessee had as much help from AI in this game. But anyway, so there you have it, guys. That is the game for today. Next time I'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll do one game tomorrow. I mean, we'll have Bears and Saints. I'm not going to do Browns and Steelers. So I think we'll just end up doing Bears and Saints, and we'll just do that at like probably 9. Maybe we'll do 9 to 11 or something like that. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. So 9 to 11. Or I'll just do 8 to 10. I'm not really sure, but maybe 9 to 11. So thank you guys for everyone who stopped by today. Appreciate it very much. Thank you guys for your continued support. Appreciate it as usual. Look for me tomorrow morning. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.